Hello everybody out there, and thanks for joining us here at Brad's Boo Barn. Right now we're going to talk a little bit about advertising your haunt. So there's four major ways we advertise. There's flyers, which you want to go to your local Halloween stores. If you guys have spirit stores or anything like that, dump a whole bunch of flyers. So that's one great way. Also, sometimes they'll let you take them to some of the local schools, and they'll even do morning announcements if they do announcements for the schools. They do that for us around here. So flyers are your first way. The second way is signs. So you can have a billboard in front of your property. You can also have the stake signs that you put around, and then maybe posters or signs in other businesses' windows. So that's another good opportunity. The other way we do it is through the internet. So obviously you guys are watching on YouTube, so that's a little bit of an advertisement. But the other good way is to have a really good website. So you'll notice a lot of people will use your signs and your flyers, and then they'll use that as a resource to find your website. So the website usually doesn't catch a lot of people. It catches some, but usually it's the signs that catch people, or the flyers, and then they look at your website on the sign or flyer, and then that kind of closes the deal. If they only get a sign or they only get a postcard, then they might not come. So to utilize all three will be your best bet on a brand new haunt. For an older established haunt, then that's where the fourth way comes in, and that's word of mouth. So to increase word of mouth, obviously people are going to want to talk about your haunt, but you want to make sure that it's good and you change it up and it's new. That way you get thumbs up, or you get positive feedback, or whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're at. You want to make sure you get praise in the community, and that's how you do your word of mouth. So let's go ahead and I'll show you guys how we make some of these advertisements. Okay, so here's our flyer. As you can see, it clearly says the slaughterhouse on the top, and then down here it says it's a haunted house in Spanaway, Washington, open in October, and then it has bradsboobarn.com. So that's kind of the information you want on the front. The front basically catches their attention. So a scary picture that kind of describes it. Then in the back, since mine's a barn, I have an old barn. It's called the Slaughterhouse. And then I have other information on there. If you have a kids area, or if it's only adults, if it's scary, that's where you want to write your catchphrases. You can write "it's scary" or whatever you want to write on there. And then I also like to put the times on there if you want. If you are charging, you can put price on there. And you also want to put something like the location. Like I have my address in Spanaway, Washington, but I also put it's 1 block from Bethel High School, because that's our local high school here. So if you're next to a key place, then you'll write that on there, and someone from a neighboring town will know where you're located, because they know where the school is, building, or whatever landmark you might have near your haunt. So that's basically how you make your flyers. I got 10,000 of these flyers for about $240, and I only used 5,000 of them, so I have another 5,000 for next year. So now we're going to go ahead and look at signs. Okay, so these are my signs that I made up. As you can see, they're simple. It says haunted house and an arrow. Again, we have the address for people so they can use GPS if they're in a neighboring city, and then we also have bradsboobarn.com. So the two key things you want to have on there is your address and your internet site. Make sure you have an internet site so people can look at your haunt previews or descriptions, and you can put other information on the site if they need to find it easily. Most people have smartphones, so any information they want to find out, they can get from your sign. Now you can put them like this here. I just put a couple pieces of wood down there so I can move this out by the street. Then if you have grassy areas, you can put them on stakes like this, or however else you want to put them up. I got 50 of these signs. They were right around $160 for 50 of these signs. And you can design them on any website that sells the signs. They'll let you design them for free on their site. So as you can see here, I live right on a major highway. I hope you guys can all hear me with the traffic driving by, but I live on 224th. We have nice bright lights up there, and so I put a billboard right in my front yard. We'll go ahead get up close and look at it. So it's very simple like my other ones, because people can't read a whole bunch of information. It just says the Slaughterhouse Haunted House, scary for adults, fun for kids. I have an adult haunted house with a little kids area in the garage, so that's why I have that on there. And then it just gives my website. Again, they can look at all the information on the website. So this might not be good for someone who doesn't live right on a major highway, but for me, it's perfect because I live on a major highway. So I have the main road here. All the traffic comes up and down this main highway, and this is my front yard with my house. And my haunted house is in the back. Okay, and then the last form of advertisement is our website. So here's our website, and then it basically has all of our information on here. You can build a website for this for free, and then the web hosting would be $5 to $10 a month. Mine's $5 a month, and I built this site myself, so it's pretty easy, and that's basically it. And then our last form of advertisement we said was word of mouth. I kind of tied that all in there. So I have my comments here on the bottom of my very first page. So I'll go ahead and read one of them to you. I was looking for a haunted house to go near to Tacoma and saw yours for only $5. I thought it couldn't be that good for the price, but I was wrong. I got got scared so bad that my sides hurt. I'm 24 years old. Man, so if they got me, they will get you too. Nice job on your haunted barn. I recommend the slaughterhouse to anyone. So that's our word of mouth. Obviously, what is it? It says Fighterman 1. So obviously Fighterman 1 posted this, and all these were taken off of our YouTube channel, which you guys obviously know because you're watching YouTube videos, and then I posted them on here. So that's a great way to kind of spread the word and let people know exactly what you're doing. So any comments about this, go ahead and let me know. Thumbs up, subscribe if you guys like it. Hope you guys have fun, and happy haunting.